Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? How's it going? Welcome to another edition of PN-NFT Talk with your host, me, Todd Montesi, creator of PN and Friends. And we have a great show today, guys. We have a great show today. Thank you for joining us out there and watching this now or later on and all our different myriad platforms. We are going to interview a great artist, Geoffrey Kwaczyk, who is going to be the artist premiering for our next drop, which airs and drops next month in December. And it'll be a very interesting to talk to him since he's an artist. He's a comedian, moved to Berlin, an artist, director, creative director, and he helped us out with our project. And yeah, our project has really leveled up with him. So that's great. So yeah, thanks for coming in. Please engage, share, tweet, talk to me. It's going to be a fun time. And we got some surprise guests. So you're in for a treat. And one of our first guests, who's going to be my co-host today, she's also a comedian, very funny comedian, who went to my high school, Midwood High School. That's right, in Brooklyn, New York. And she's had a NFT project coming up called The Witchy Women. And she'll tell us a little bit about that. Give it up for Jessica Brodkin. Jessie, get in here.
Hi, thanks for having me. Happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. Thank you. I know you were doing your hair. You were like, yo, I'm wearing my makeup. I'm going to look really good. Usually me, I'm just like, hey, I'll wake up. I'll put on my sweatshirt and it's on. But you brought in the class and you brought in the positive energy. And I love that.
Thanks.
Yeah. Jesse, you said you can't hear me. You can hear me, right?
In and out.
Oh, in and out?
Yeah. Like underwater.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, if you can't hear me and I sound like I'm underwater, let me know, okay? Because I'm on full blast right now, okay?
That's right.
Yeah, I think you can hear me though. I'm projecting.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay, I'll project. Sorry, neighbors. Yeah. So, Jessica, so what's great about you is we've done comedy shows together, and I recently found out you told me that you also have an NFT project coming up.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit about your NFT project before we start?
Yeah. So I am launching I'm the co-founder of an NFT project called Witchy Women Coven, and it is a online spiritual community of we have 10,000 profile pictures of all women and females that are mostly human and a lot of aliens, and it's a lot of mystical, magical people in our community. I've been an energy healer for about 7 years, so I'm bringing in the world of comedy. So we're bringing in the world of healing and spirituality into the NFT crypto world, and we're excited to create that. We're excited to create that whole community and have that launched. So thank you.
Dope. That sounds dope. I love it. I love the fact that I feel like we're like the early comedians. This is like MySpace, and we're like the first 2 or 3 comedians in MySpace.
We're doing this,
yeah. And everyone's
excited to be. We're the tip of the spear.
Right. Everyone else is like, oh man, I'm still on Friendster. Even if I'm on it, and you're talking about MySpace, and we're like, yo, MySpace is the future, okay? From 2002 to around 2012.
No.
So.
I have not always been this way, but I think that the more I see different technologies adapt, I want to adapt to the newest ones that I think are going to take off and that actually have legs. And I absolutely believe that NFTs are going to be a very sort of ubiquitous part of our lives very soon. That's the way that I see it.
Right. Hey, what's up? I want to give a shout out to Preston Pearson checking in. What's up, Preston? Very talented musician. Yeah, very talented musician. I miss you, dude. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Also, say that shit in my face. Checking in again, saying, yo, back. Yo, I can't wait to introduce to you this guy who's like our next artist in our project. And he's definitely has put us in the next level. He's like, it's amazing. And I'm actually like, I'm honored to have him part of our project because he's way too professional for us right about now. But because of his professionalism, he's leveled us up and gave us confidence. And that's great. I want to bring in Geoffrey Kwaczyk, all the way from Berlin, Germany.
Hey.
Geoffrey Kwaczyk, what's up, man?
What's up? What's happening? Wow, dude, you're making me sound amazing. I love it.
You are, man. People have been hitting me up about your art, man. People have been hitting us up, telling us how great your art is. Jesse, who's like one of our great tech guys, right back. Can you show us like one of his pieces so we can show people what we're talking about from this next drop?
Nice.
Say that shit in my face.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's brilliant. That's beautiful. Look at that. I love it. I love it. This is one of the this is the super coin for your drop coming out very soon in December, and it's about PN and friends. Basically, long story short, Geoffrey did an outline for us where I wanted to introduce like a couple of characters in our PN universe that I can't do yet because like we can't afford to, right? One is a Superman version of PN called the Best PN or Ichiban PN from an alternate universe, right? And his adventures. Yep, there you go. There you go. And also a very malevolent figure, AI PN, which is a riff on artificial intelligence version of PN, which is a very scary cat. Whoa! Uh-oh! Look at that. Poor PN up there is just like hanging by his, fingers on his mechanical fingers. But yeah, we want to introduce these characters because like I've checked out Geoffrey's art. I was recommended to him by like another comedian, Bob Kitson, who's a friend of ours. He was saying, yo, check it out, hit him up. And yeah, we talked and like we rapped and we liked the vibe. And yeah, you went all in. And I just want to ask you, Geoffrey, like before we get into a little bit about yourself, how was it working on this project and like doing this drop? Like how, like when this came up to you, like what was your like thinking,
Well, I mean, I really enjoyed the idea of NFTs. I mean, I like what Jessica was saying too. I think that's a great point. I think they are going to be ubiquitous, and I've been looking for ways to sort of get into this space. And I like the idea of, a collectible that's also shareable and kind of has this sort of weird tech aspect that's outside of like, a physical object. And so it was nice to have sort of a place to play around with this concept and just kind of do riffs on comics and riffs on, physical media, but in this digital space. So
right.
I really enjoyed having.
Yeah, we did. We have like one of the the full pages from your the story coin. So basically, what Geoffrey did was like we're creating a basically his drop is a comic book. Basically, right. It tells a closed story, a closed universe story of like the Best PN and his adventures. So when we actually incorporate him in the next level, people will get an idea of it. Because like when I was a kid, like collecting comic books, you always anticipated like, yo, this is the first appearance of Venom. This is the first appearance of this and that. And we carried that tradition like to NFTs, And the cool thing is we're actually going to have physical comic books of said drop for people who buy our NFTs and also for friends and family and all that stuff. And maybe lucky people too who might win a comic book. Hey, So yeah. So Geoffrey, we're all interested on NFTs, NFTs sound very like when you first heard about NFTs, were you just like, what the fuck is this? Like, were you just like skeptical or were you just like,
I mean, to be honest, I think I'm still a little skeptical. Just at the nature of what they are. I guess that's it, right? Like I see there's so much chatter about them because they're such a hot, conversation topic now that I think, the implications sometimes get lost. But, I think, hearing about what they are and what they represent, I think, I've been intrigued since they first made the scene, I was like, it was the Beeple thing and selling for millions of dollars. And it was just like, not in the sense of trying to get rich quick, but just this idea of like, wow, what does this mean that someone's willing to buy, a digital pixel thing for millions of dollars? Like what are the consequences of that? So yeah, the whole idea has always been kind of intriguing to me.
Yeah, Jessica too. Jessica brought in about like the mystical aspects of NFTs. And I agree with that because it does have that mystical flair to them where it's like, oh, this represents something. This represents like a thing to me that's like a like religion where like there's like these holy sacred pieces and stuff like that. And to me, I kind of like to like, I mean, our show is basically we parody everything. There's right. This South Park element where like for example, we use cameos to get celebrities in our show. Like Rudolph Giuliani will be in our next episode and stuff. Like it's gonna be crazy. But I when I first heard about NFTs, I was just like, that's kind of weird. But then when I examined it and I thought outside the box of it, I'm like, oh, there's so much cool things we could do, because like I wanted to do alternate universe characters.
Right.
And I feel like when you say like, how did the evil PN show up? Well, he showed up through the metaverse in a back door through an NFT. And when you say that, that sounds like the jargon like the NFT culture would say. And you'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That's about right. I mean, it's 2021 right now. Preston Pearson says, according to Eric Andre, they're known as non-flushable turds. There you go. Eric Andre, good friend of mine, who's actually a fan of PN. The first iteration of it, like back in the day, he'd do PN quotes. I wish he, I wish he told somebody who would power about it and be like, hey, you should check out the show. But that's for later. That's not here nor there, all that stuff, the heroic journey and all that jazz. But Jessica, what do you think about that? Like
I think it's really exciting that the way that you are approaching NFTs in a slightly different way. And I think that the cool thing when I heard about NFTs to begin with is that there's just like a new way to implement the blockchain that isn't just paying with crypto, which not that many people really do. Most people are trading or investing, or even a lot of people with NFTs, what they're doing is that they are buying it at one price, and then they're flipping it for, so they're treating it as an asset. So I think that what you're doing in terms of building it, you're almost like, forgive me if I'm wrong, but this is the way that I'm interpreting, and correct me if I'm misunderstanding your project, but it seems like people are buying into your project and then get to be a part of it. Is that correct?
Yeah, so basically one of the aspects of our project is like, if you buy, there's only going to be 1,100 PN NFTs. It's like a closed circuit. And each of these are going to have like a very unique, significant like thing in the universe. Like to me, like each NFT is like part of like, is like our thing is each NFT from our project is a portal, both virtual and literal. So like literal meaning like you'll get physicals as long as you own that NFT. Sure. Following drops, and also metaphorical being like, when this goes to the next level and like a bigger platform, you'll be part of our show as part of a shadowy government that messes with PN. We call it the cow, which is a play on DAOs. DAOs are decentralized autonomous organizations, which is some libertarian, scary fucking shit. And we're basically going to be like called the cow, which is like a centralized autonomous organization under evil PN. And they get to have voting, limited voting rights within the story, like sort of like snakes on a plane, but not the whole story. But there'll be some parts where it's just like, hey, the cow, we need you to vote on this to see if we could, like stuff like that. And also other benefits as well. Like, for example, I'm saying this right now. If I win an Emmy on this show, I'm definitely putting it up for auction on my PN and cow owners. Okay.
I mean, you're a real capitalist.
Right.
You're really like, pay daddy's rent. And, I mean, that's what the Emmy's for anyway. Like you already, once you get it, like who cares if you're actually holding on to it, right? Right.
But I think it's a cool way to like get it out there. Like I think it's another cool way to reward like your group and be like, because again, if you buy one, you're a first fan. You believe in us. And I feel like also like it's more than a GoFundMe. I feel people have been always telling me like, yo, why don't you do a GoFundMe? I feel like that's kind of begging in a way, I don't know, maybe because I grew up in like Brooklyn and I had to fucking fight tooth and nail for everything I got.
Yeah.
So I don't want, maybe I'm too prideful for that, but here it's like,
same.
We're from Brooklyn. My thing is this, you buy one, you support us and you will be rewarded for your support. Like, I feel like
I'll tell you too, the other cool thing about them is that I like this idea, and one of the reasons why I like it in an art context is because you can take a percentage whenever if it is flipped, because I mean that's like the big thing in the art world, is that like you've got people making work and then somebody sells it at auction after it's been bought from them, any of these millions of dollars,
That's
so
right.
I really think that's like ongoing support that can really help in a project like yours, Todd.
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea. I would like to I want to fund this project to like completion. Like, I want to I'm pitching it out there and stuff. But again, if they're not going to give us like the opportunity, we'll just do the opportunity ourselves. I mean, that's the idea. And but the cool thing is too, so I'm approaching it a different way. Like, I know there's a lot of people who buy NFTs and flip them for all right, I have a different philosophy. This is going to be a hodl project, a hold project, where it's like you buy the NFT, and I want you to want to sell it, but my job is to make it so appealing to hold it that you don't want to sell it. Where it's just like, all right, if I flip this, I'll make like a
absolutely.
But now this is on TV. Like, he's promising Emmys like later on, or like he's going to do other cool stuff, or I'm going to be part of the narrative of this television show. Like, do I want to cash out now? Like, I want to play that devil's advocate, which brings us to our next guest, who he was on our last show via phone because, unfortunately his landlord God, his father, cut him off on the electricity, but he's here now because God, gave him back his electricity allowance. Satan, how's it going, Satan, Lord of Darkness?
I'm thrilled that you're learning to lie almost as well as I am, Todd. But I'm here.
Oh my goodness!
Had to wake myself up because sloth is my favorite sin.
By the way, just want to make sure. Can you guys hear me? Jessica's messaging me saying I sound. Oh, Satan sounds like underwater. David voice hears everything. It might be your connection, Jessica. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that. Witchy.
Okay. Everyone else is good. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not us. It's you.
I hear that a lot in my relationship. So thanks for bringing it up again.
You're in the wrong alternate universe. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Satan.
You're right.
Satan. By the way, can we show one of Geoffrey Kwachyk's Satan pieces coming up? Oh, look at that, Satan. Look at that.
Which begs my burning question: why did you draw me dead?
I mean, you look like you're having a pretty good time. I don't know.
Well, I will say this: better dead than red, but I'm still curious.
Well, the funny thing about Satan, he has a very specific notations in how he appears in the public eye, and also in media, because obviously the Catholic Church runs everything, and they besmirch the Grand Inquisitor over here. How did you feel about the notes that Satan sent, pre-notes? How did you feel about that? How did you feel about going around that? What made you come up with this? For your.
I mean, I just wanted to do a riff on an EC comic, and I just thought it would be really funny to do that picture that way.
It is very old school, and by the way, for those who don't know, it's based on an actual photograph. It was not my idea for the pose, but I obliged.
Right. I'll tell you this though, what I really like about this, if you could put that in the main screen again. So on the side, old school wise, 1970s wise, you have Evil PN, AI PN, and David Voice as a zombie type character or scary type character. And I was like, this is great. Cause part of the NFTs for me is story building. If doing this project, it's basically it was just a web series, but this has opened up the whole this is like Game of Thrones now. This is just as J.R.R. Tolkien to be into making me think about all these other ways the show can go. And now it's building up such a trove of mythology that when we get that opportunity to go to that next level, we'll be yeah, we have 10 seasons of stuff. And not only that, because we got this and we got that, we get this. So it's kind of great. And also it actually expands the mythology of the show. Cause in the beginning, PN was a man-child just trying to be a man. And it became a little too cartoony, where it's this character dresses up the same way all the time. He gets into Charlie Brown obstacles, and you're wondering, is this guy real for real? What's going on here? Is this too And then you realize, oh, there's something more to it. Maybe there's this deliberate thing where it's the whole idea of existence and the whole play on reality, where it's oh, I got screwed again. Back to square one, the whole riff on sitcoms and how characters go back to square one at the end of the episode, So it opened up the mythology for the show, and stuff like that, little details like that definitely have opened up wide open. So Satan,
yeah, I think.
Oh yeah, Jessica, go ahead.
Oh no, I just like how we're not addressing this not safe for work photo of no one is addressing what is actually happening here. We're all just like ignoring it. But
She's just taking a peek at an alternate universe. What do you
yeah,
mean?
that's right. That's right. We've all looked in that universe.
Well, as I said, it's based on an actual photograph. The subject was not naked.
Yeah.
Right.
We might have to, you know what? That might make that more valuable. We might have to label PG-13 for that, or PG-17 for that piece. So again,
Well,
that's.
I was just gonna say, I mean, that was the whole thing that is the whole approach I took with all of them. It's like I just kind of like riffed on all kinds of like vintage and weird comic culture, but like took concepts from what you gave me with the PN show and just kind of like made up my own sort of universe there. So, there's probably lots of crazy directions you might find. Who knows?
By the way, Say That Shit in My Face says, depends where you work. This is going great at the mechanic shop here in LA. LA, all the cholos over there love Satan. There you go. They love Satan and love Satan's, getting his portal looked. And Preston remarked, even Satan gets horny too. So that's
Satan invented horny, right? I mean,
yeah.
Oh yeah, blame me.
Right.
I didn't make Adam and Eve.
Right. Well, actually, I want to bring in another guest we have who's one of my favorite characters in the PN universe, and he might be able to address some of his concerns. David the Voice Stein, come right in. David, how's it going, buddy?
Hello. How goes all? And I see finally we have loyalty in Gregory, the one man who treats me with respect.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love his work. I'm a huge comic book fan.
Did you just say Gregory?
God, I can't, but I'm dyslexic in combination.
Yeah.
We all know who I'm talking about.
David's having a very rough quarantine still, or even though he's still quarantined. He's self-quarantined.
Right.
Yeah. So David is one of my favorite characters in the PN universe. He might be my favorite. I'm sorry, David. He's like
I'm one of your favorite people. I am not a character.
Exactly. You're
okay.
That implies that this is not the real deal.
Yeah, he definitely is. And we want to show some. Can we show some of the David voice? Look at that.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Wow, it looks like David voice picking his nose. Geoffrey, what was your what were you thinking behind this? Like, what was your influence
Well, like I said, I took the approach with all of them, and it's like each one was kind of its own little riff on comics and comic history and stuff. So this is like, an old pulp magazine cover kind of thing, where he's got the harsh shadows and the dime novel kind of look and look. I really like this making things look authentically old. I really.
What about this? What about this though?
I love them all.
Dave, is this accurate? Is this you? Is this your muscles?
I stopped working out. That was me about 6 months ago. But as you can see, ladies, I'm still pretty buff.
What was your take behind this photo of David Voice?
Well, this whole page actually is like a huge homage to Jack Kirby. Like, he's like the artistic architect of everything Marvel that you know about, And so that whole page, this whole story coin page is just a riff on Jack Kirby panels. So trying to make them all.
Can we show the story coin too? The 2-page? Can we have that appear on screen? Give us a moment. Yeah. So basically.
While we wait.
Right. There you go. Okay, that's the first page of the story coin.
Yeah, the other one is the Jack Kirby.
Right. Okay, there's a Jack Kirby. Okay, yeah. So can you tell us what's going on here, like from this page?
Well, yeah, this is like evil PN, like putting together his evil team, right? And then we've got feral David Voice is there. I guess he's gone nuts. He's finally let him free from quarantine. And then this is the best PN, right? Like the superhero. Mm-hmm. And and you've got all the other characters there, Dixon and Kenzie, and then of course Satan and Evil PN there. But then there's the other side to the best PN. So try to keep like a little bit of a loose story, but not make it too narrative driven.
Right. Wait, is that Satan? Is that actually? I didn't know if that one behind the Evil PN on the bottom.
Yeah, that's Satan.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
looks like
that's me.
Satan. What do you think about that? He looks like you're portrayed as bald.
I'm not 100% thrilled, but I understand the style you're going for.
Yes.
Listen, he's making it realistic. Maybe that's why you don't like it.
Just keep drinking.
I will.
Well, Satan's very, the whole point of Satan, he's very vain. He's a very vain.
Let me be clear. It's not just vanity, although vanity is cool. It's that if I didn't make certain restrictions, almost every artist depiction would have me red with a pointy tail and a pitchfork and hooves and all that stereotypical garbage. And that is not the
I gave you flip-flops.
And ladies,
Come on, man. I'm breaking stereotypes right and left over here.
You did not violate my restrictions, and so I'm giving you a little bit of flack, but it's still a superior job to many others. Don't expect me to be 100% happy with any of the artists.
Right. He wouldn't be Satan if he was 100% happy, period.
Sure. I get it.
Quick question. You guys are planning to make a live action and cartoon version of the show?
No, we actually have a live action version of it already for the past 3 years with PN and Friends series. We're looking to actually reboot it to a TV show proper, like on a higher platform, and also have like multiple platforms as well. So I do want to
do anything. Comic books, cartoons.
Yeah.
Action figures.
Right.
So like all the things.
Virtual reality, metaverse, right? Video games.
You want to build this into the metaverse.
Right.
Someone can come in and be a PN.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's good.
That's the next level. So I actually want to plan like a spin-off NFT project. So basically I want to do like 1 million NFTs as a profile pic project where like
Fortnite skins. That's a good idea. That is a legit business model for you.
I was going to say that's the capitalist version there.
That is absolutely right, because I want to make wearable NFTs.
Yeah. But here's what I want to do, right? So AI PN, right? So basically he has a robot army. So basically I want to make like 1 million NFT project at $10 each, and basically you buy your own customizable robot mini PN, right? So you could customize it and stuff. And the idea being is like half of that monies would go to like a proper, TV series, like, proper, season 1 project. And then the other half of that money would go to the video game metaverse aspect.
How much comes to me?
Well, yeah, it would come to you during the first part with the, paying you to be in it. Yeah.
You have to pay yourself.
Yeah.
You have to pay yourself. You got to pay your team.
That's $10 million.
Right. I mean, that's later on, boys. Yeah, that's later on, though. We need to build it up. Yeah, it's still too early. But who knows, But But I definitely want to do a plan of that, like at least because I feel like our show is a parody of stuff. Like we comment and we're engaging with the content, but we're also like snarky as well. So I definitely want to go over the top when it comes to like profile pics and go, whoa. 10,000. How about 1 million? How about 1 million robots? 1 million. Yeah.
It's a good round number.
Yeah, it is. It is.
That
rolls off the tongue.
Pretty full, David voice. You better get to work on it.
Yeah.
I love that.
Hey, Dave. Dave, being a man of the people, David voice. What do you think about all this stuff, like this NFT stuff? Do you understand about this whole culture? Like, what do you think when you hear about it?
I know nothing. You just say I like the pictures. That looks nice. I know comic books. NFTs over my hat. I don't understand. But, I noticed the more complex things are, the better it is. If I understood it, it would probably be doomed to fail.
I don't know what you said. I think you slurred your speech voice. I mean, it's only
I
6:30.
don't know anything. That's what I'm saying.
Only 6:30. Wow. Oh, actually,
What time is it by you? Geoffrey, however you pronounce your name. What time is it by you?
It's midnight 30.
It's midnight 40. I gotta catch up on my drinking.
there you go. It's midnight 30 somewhere. There you go. Proust. Yes. It's always happy hour somewhere in the planet. All right, so Jeffrey.
Always a happy hour in my apartment.
Yeah, Jeffrey, I have a question for you, Jeffrey. Do you have a favorite NFT from the drop?
It's a good question, actually. I like the.
I have a bunch of them right here.
Oh, that's from the prior drop. That's from this month's drop. He's got he got
from Shade.
I really liked the.
Cliffhanger.
Not since J.R. Ewing have been shot have we had such a cliffhanger.
Oh man, what was he gonna say? Oh,
I think he was going out. Look, let's look at these pictures here.
Well, yeah, what does Jessica? Yeah. Oh, you got a grandma.
I really like the grandma card. I'm not gonna lie.
Nice.
We have religious. God is my savior. Caring. Independent. What do you think? That's funny.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, what other cards do you have?
Sunday.
I've got sick. Weight, fat. This guy.
Yeah.
You know, sick.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks like he's throwing mala beads. What is he throwing?
Oh, he's back.
Sorry. It's
We were
late
talking
night
about
internet
the
in
cliffhanger
Berlin.
you left on.
I got 3 of them for some reason, and then I've got PN.
Oh, there you go. That's our protagonist, right?
Now let me show you, Mr. PN.
That's right.
What's your favorite NFT?
Yeah.
I have spares. We may be able to trade.
So basically, long story short, those are actually physicals from the last drop where we.
That's right. I'm gonna get. I have another stack. I'm gonna get another stack. I'll be right back.
I still want to answer the cliffhanger.
Okay, yeah. So
I haven't
Jeffrey
opened them yet.
Yeah, Jeffrey K. Back to you. What's your favorite NFT?
I like the David Mackler coin. I thought that one turned out pretty cool.
Oh, like Mackler, right?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I like the way that one turned out. And then the Dixon coin is like an homage to Will Eisner and the Spirit.
Right. Very majestic. Yeah.
Yeah. And I used to do. Oh yeah, Dixon. There you go.
Oh, she got a Dixon card. Yeah, you want to show the Dixon card there? That's not from Jeffrey's drop. This is from the Magic's drop, the prior drop.
Oh, different one. Okay.
No, but no, it's the same. No, again, this proves the point of the alternate.
I like that he's doing homework even though he's an adult.
Right.
And recommending books to his book club. And waiting to cross the street even though it's a green light. Doing his taxes on time. So he sounds like a nice guy.
Yeah. Nice guy.
Nice guy.
He's your best friend. Yeah, he's a good guy.
I think he's.
I got some friendly advice for you. When you take medicine, when you take medicine, get down with alcohol.
Oh boy, Dave. Yeah.
I love it.
By the way, the voices of David DeVoy Stein, the concerns and do not try this at home. Yeah, do not do this at home.
I am home, and I try. Not only did I try it, I did. Don't try, do. That's what I always say.
Don't try it at David Voice's home.
Right. All right. The Grand Inquisitor Satan always has questions. So
all right, let's take questions.
It's just too much fun, so I'm going to ask this question to you. What is your least favorite of your NFTs?
Oh boy.
God, I have to remember. There's a ton of them. I have to remember which ones they have. Hold on, I'll take a look. Hold on, 1 second here.
Oh, I have time.
He has eternity.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
I'm going Cherry Tavern.
Good ones. I really liked. The sick card is cool. I like that one. My least favorite.
Yes.
Ugh.
Do you think Jimmy Tavern would let me in without a shot? I am wearing a jacket.
Yeah.
I wasn't too thrilled with the Henry card. What can I say?
Oh.
Yes. Well, that's Henry.
Well, no one likes Henry. You could only do so much. You know.
Henry's Satan's, follower, and yeah.
The guy under the dress, I believe, or robe, or whatever you like to call it.
He just it wasn't that exciting, It was just kind of like he's just a plain looking guy.
Only do so much.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
When you're dealing with this, you got a lot to deal with when you're dealing with Henry.
Right. So yeah, now that you've been exposed to the PN universe, Geoffrey Kwaczyk, like, what do you think about the PN universe? What do you think about this whole, like, the story aspect of this whole project?
It's wild, man. It's like it's something that I've never encountered before. And I said earlier, I'm not quite sure what to make of it, but I'm definitely intrigued, and I kind of am compelled to find out what the hell's going on.
Like, what do you mean by that? Like, were you just like, I don't get this or that? Like, because basically we gave you an outline, like we did it like comic book style. We gave you an outline, we coached you, we gave you like images and all that stuff, and you interpreted it your own way. Like, what was, like, is there any like burning questions you want to ask me, like, right now, like, just to see, like, or any of the the cast here, like Satan or David Voice?
No, I guess really the question I have is, like, really, what is PN going to is it like a slice of life for PN, or does he have an arc, like an ending to this? Like, how does he turn out, or is it just like open-ended?
Well, basically, I think the beginning of the arc is like with the NFTs. Like, so basically, long story short, PN is not what he seems to be. Like, it seems like he's like this cartoony, sort of like klutzy character, but apparently there's like a bigger fate to him. And, like, basically he tumbles into a big conspiracy, and it's like the guy who wants to be a hero ends up actually, having responsibility to save the world, when it's just like, oh, I just wanted to be like, I just wanted to be the good guy to like save like my neighborhood or something like that. I didn't expect to save the universe and the fabric of reality. So it's one of those stories. And like, like, for example, David Voice, go ahead.
I have to ask this, and I don't know the answer. Who did and I'm guessing it's Gregory or whatever your name is. How do you pronounce your name? I'm so sorry.
Jeffrey.
Who did the artwork behind you, PN? Is it Jeffrey there, or was it someone else?
That was someone else. So that's basically.
Jeffrey's my favorite. I do love comics and stuff, but that doesn't mean I can't like other people. Okay.
Sure.
That's
like what you like.
That's
like,
basically.
I think
you need couples counseling.
I told Todd, you gotta make a T-shirt. I'll buy it, or like a picture that I could frame up there in my apartment. I can't get enough of your artwork. I love all your artwork, but that thing's also nice. There's other talented people out there. I once wrote a book. It's called, I might as well promote myself, Can Man, My 5 Cents Worth. And I like the cover artist. And I'm like, as much as I like that, I wish I knew you, because I would have had you do the artwork of my book.
Yeah. So expect some.
Which you could find in Amazon. Can Man, My 5 Cents Worth.
Expect David Voice to hit you up on drunkenly hit you up on DMs, Geoffrey K. So hey, you busy?
I'm always throwing Todd out great.
I don't think you're the only one, Geoffrey.
Jessica, do you have any questions? I know Jessica's who has an NFT project coming up. Do you have any questions or any or to me, or any advice or something like that, or or any?
I think that I mean, I think that your project is a really unusual one, and I love that about it, and I love that you're merging sort of like your TV show with this. I think that it's really cool, and I think it's a great idea. So I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it develop, and I guess you're on OpenSea, right?
Yeah, we're on OpenSea.
How much are you selling each one of them for?
Right now, like so basically we sold it like 0.059, which was $100 US dollars like 6 months ago for our first drop, and we're continuing that, but now it's like around 250 US dollars.
Right.
Basically, the monies goes to paying the artists and also making the physicals, as well as funding to create the content and also to like promotions.
And maybe one day pay the talent.
Do you have a roadmap? Do you have like a specific roadmap? If you sell this amount percentage, you do this. If you sell that percentage, you do that, or anything like that?
I haven't had a roadmap because like it's a very boutique project because it's like 11 overall, and like we're dropping like 9 pieces each. But I started a Substack to sort of explicate like.
Okay, got it.
So I'll probably drop like sort of like a quick like outline of like what we're looking to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like for example, at the end of the year for the final 5 episodes 26 to 30, like I will use that to also promote like.
So you're dropping per episode.
Well, we're dropping per month. So like we're dropping like 9 or 10 or so per month. And you know, so it's not like we're dropping like 100. We're just dropping like a small amount per month as they're connected to the story and also to like, you know, gain hype for the project and all that stuff. Cause like basically, for example, one of the super coins that Geoffrey has, if we can show the one where like I'm the bad boy Elva Shiva with evil PN like lurking, it's like an advertisement.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Jesse will pop that up. So.
This is like a famous or infamous comic book ad.
Yeah. That's great. Oh, what is it based on? Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's Count Dante, man. Every comic book in the 70s, late 70s and mid 80s had this guy in there somewhere. Yeah. He was like the Dragon Society, man. And he was he was like a wacko that like, you know, sold his like secret 5-finger death punch technique or whatever. And like he was like involved in like all kind of crazy like arson scheme and like it was just, but this ad was ubiquitous in comic books in the mid 80s.
Oh yeah, I remembered. Okay, yeah, I think I recall something like that. Yeah, so that's a great riff on that, and we're gonna incorporate that in the story where like when PN, you know, spoiler alert, when PN finds out all this is going on and he gets an existential crises of like, wait, who's this? Why are they using my image to like promote some type of nefarious arts? Is Satan involved with this? What's going on? You know, like stuff like that. Yeah. You know, so that's the beginning. So basically, this is the beginning of like the major arc of the story, and then when we reboot it, that'll be like lead to the new universe. So like the web series itself is like sort of like a drop if you think about it. Like Geoffrey K's drop is like its own contained universe. So is like the web series.
I like contaminated universe.
Yeah, it's contaminated. It's definitely contaminated.
David Voice, your hands raised?
Yes, I raised my hand because I'm polite. And there's 2 comments I would like to mention. Preston Parson wants to do a shout out to the greatest DJ in PN history, Rick James. He's not in the PN universe, but he is in the real universe.
He is in the PN universe. He is in the PN universe.
Okay, he is.
Remember we went there.
If I remembered, I wouldn't say he isn't.
You guys went to Madison Square Garden before everything shut down.
Oh, yes, he went to Madison Square Garden. Yes, he actually bought me a drink, so thank you. And another comment, Kate Upton. I don't know if it's a real Kate Upton. Hello, David Voice. You are a sexy beast. What is your phone number? I'll give it out. 917-344-9973. That's 917-344-9973.
There you go. So Kate Upton, please go ahead and hit up.
Preston Pearson. Oh, he's upset I mispronounced his name. Oh, yeah. That's what I do.
He's saying on brand.
Make you happy. Preston Pearson gave the shout out to Richard James or Rick James.
Nice. Yeah, so Kate Upton, if you're watching out there, I know you're married, but if you want to break your marriage vows, David Voice is single. Hit up his DMs.
Oh, if she's married, I'm not cheating. I did not know.
Yeah, I think he's married to Justin Verlander.
You won't be cheating.
okay.
She will.
Well, no, I don't want to be a part of that. But to you single ladies, 917-344-9973.
Right. This is becoming a
917-344-9973.
This is becoming a live ad to Dave's sex life. This is becoming a live ad for dating
Oh,
David.
lack of sex life. Whatever
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
How's the
I believe Kate Hudson's hitting on me while she's married to Justin Verlander. Apparently, my sex life is good.
All right. I have a question for David Voice because, I'm very concerned. David, are you okay? I feel like you've been not taking the pandemic. I know we're all trying to stay strong, and it's still technically a pandemic. But are you okay? Are you? How's your mental health?
Look at this. Does this look like someone who's not in good mental health? And for you ladies who are confused, just because I wear a hat doesn't mean I'm bald. That's what
Yeah.
I got a little cat hat here, but a full set of hair, okay?
Dave, you're buffering. I can't see your hair. You're buffering. Your hair's not showing.
I got
Perfect
hair.
timing for the buffering.
I got replica belts.
That's a
Light
great
is
screenshot.
good on Planet Voice.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I don't just have Red Bull, Fireball. I have Bailey's. I got plenty of alcoholic
You
beverages.
drank a lot of Fireball during this past 45.
Yeah, you should see what I drank before. So
what, straight jet fuel?
this is I drink. I drink it like it's a glass of wine.
Oh boy, I don't know how you and PN. By the way, Geoffrey, do you have a favorite character in the show from what you've seen or from what you've been exposed to?
A favorite character. I like the sick character. Actually, I think he's pretty cool.
He's gaining. Yeah, he's got a lot of heat. He actually traveled with me to the NFT NYC convention, and his card was actually brought the first in the last drop. He was the first card in the last drop that was purchased by one of our friends, Shibuya. Shout out to Shibuya, who's also a great NFT artist out there. So he's got his own following. He's got his own little thing. Sick rules. You see that sick rules in the comments. Yeah. So who knows? Yeah. But
Yeah,
Dave.
I tried to do a Rexmen, like the old cards from the 90s. That's what Sick's all about.
Well, the funny thing is, so everything gets rebooted and stuff. So I think Disney's bringing back the X-Men cartoons, and they're calling it X-Men 7. Right.
97. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So that's another thing too, though, where it's reboots work within our universe. So that because we're shameless whores when it comes to our content. I know we're artistic and we're artists, but hey, guys, if you want to buy us for cheap, go ahead. Oh, David Voice.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that. Number
Look at that.
one right there.
Yeah. Dave, when you get your physical comic book from the Geoffrey Kwaczyk collection, are you going to frame it? What are you going to do? Are you going to sell it?
I will buy a lot, and I will, because despite me wanting to get paid by you, I am quite wealthy, ladies. So I'm going to buy a lot. I'll put some on frames, give some to, Christmas gifts to my nephews and nieces. I don't have any children. I don't need those.
It's
I
nice
think
of you.
that's best for
I will buy.
everyone.
What did you say?
I think that's best
I
for
don't mind.
everybody.
Oh, it's good. It is good for everyone.
Yeah, I sense a lot of chemistry between Jessica Brodkin and David Voice.
I sense chemistry between everyone and me. So I'll be at Cherry Taverns tonight.
I
Nice.
do attract a lot of men who all they need is a pulse, So,
I do have a pulse. I do.
yeah.
Nathan
but that's
doesn't have a
the
pulse, but I
standard for
do.
you too. Is that you just need a pulse? Yeah.
All right, we'll save that for the next live stream. So,
We
all
can
right,
have a date.
oh my God. All right, so Geoffrey, I have a question for you and for the other people in the room. So, what do you expect going forward with after doing this drop with PN and friends? Oh, can we show Geoffrey Kwachyk's artist coin? Because Geoffrey's actually the first.
I like this one.
Yeah. It's the one where Jeff. Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit? So basically, every artist after their drop will get their own artist coin as well as for payment, and basically it's their stamp. It's like their stamp at the end of the collection they created. And can you tell us a little bit about this? Like, what made you come up with this sort of thing?
Well, I was looking for like ads to put at the end of the comic, and this is like a famous artist school that was also, pretty frequent ad in comic books for like, learn how to draw and learn how to paint. But this is basically just me. This is like my philosophy on life. So yeah, if you want to learn more about losing hope, you can find me on Instagram at the Geoffrey K.
Satan, how do you feel about this? The whole cynical, nature of this. Is this right up your alley?
Wait, cynical?
Yeah, the cynical. Yeah, it said cynical right on it. It says cynical on it.
Well, yes, but still, I just see that as being honest.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Actually, Geoffrey, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? I think we've missed a little bit. Just tell us a little bit about yourself, so people know your credentials and stuff.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm from Oklahoma originally, and I grew up studying art and moved to New York in 2011 and lived in New York for 5 years, and then got fed up and moved to Berlin, and had a couple of kids in the process. But I spread them out, because it's I had a kid when I was 18, and then again when I was 40. So.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah. It's like I want to make a sociological experiment out of my life. So just have 17 years,
Yeah, my older brother's old enough to be my dad. Great. It's great. Yeah.
But
awesome, man.
yeah, and I was kind of lost when I was in New York, and I did comedy while I was there. And I enjoy comedy. I would like to still do comedy, but I got a family. I'm an old man. I should have done that shit when I was 20, then I'd be a lot better off. But
I think the cool thing is though, like, because like the idea of comedy is not just like stand up. You have to especially in the 21st century, you have to broaden your horizon of what comedy means. And that's just like part of it. I feel like this is a new level of comedy with the NFTs, and we want to like explore that. I know it's a rocky road because this is like the beginning, and people still don't know that like what NFTs are all about. Like, I think people get the idea of it, but they're still like kind of like hesitant because it's still kind of like new, and it's also dystopian, where it's just like, oh, people are trading like these digital things, and it means something to them as like some type of thing. Like it's kind of creepy. You gotta admit, it's kind of like weird. It's kind of like,
I think this is significantly less weird than whatever the metaverse is going to be.
Oh my God!
When the metaverse comes, people are understandably freaked out about the metaverse. They're having a hard time. They're like, I don't want to put on VR glasses and disappear into another realm. I'm already addicted to TikTok. What the fuck is going to happen with me? And it's a reasonable fear.
I have to say about that, I think that the kind of people who are going to buy into Metaverse are the people who spend their lives in Facebook groups getting frothing at the mouth anyway. So it might be a good idea to just sequester those people. It's like, here, Aunt Lisa, go put on your VR goggles, go listen to your stories.
Aunt Lisa is not going to be an early adopter of the Metaverse.
No, that's true. I'm talking about once they've mass produced the goggles.
Right. Once they mass produce it, we all know that our senior relatives join the newer platforms, and once they join, we all leave, and then we're the old folks. You know what I mean? That's how Facebook died. That's why Instagram's dying.
Well, now Facebook's the meta. It's now meta now. So
it will be. But Facebook is still whatever. They already sold all of our data to the devil. Satan is right here sitting. That's why he's sitting.
Don't, just the CIA. Don't give me credit for that.
I'm the CIA. No, that's a long story. Todd knows, or maybe he doesn't know that I'm former CIA. I think he did.
Oh wow, are you for real?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Even I knew that, Todd.
I didn't know. I mean, hey, you know what?
As if there's such a thing as former CIA.
Well. You can leave. I left. I don't have my clearance anymore. I'm gone. I'm in Brooklyn now.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of Metaverse, David Voice, do you have any plans for the Metaverse in the future? Would you party in the Metaverse?
I think he's definitely an early adopter of the Metaverse.
I'm the early adopter. You know what's the best part about stand-up comedy? 2 drink minimum.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Satan, that was very depressing. But Satan, what about you? Are you going to be partaking in the metaverse?
Oh, possibly. It might be an amusing forum for me and easier. You know how lazy I am. Sloth is my favorite sin. That's why I'm riding on your coattails. So possibly I'll get involved in that garbage.
And
you want to know how lazy Satan is? It's been 2 months. He hasn't bought a freaking light bulb yet. Buy a light bulb!
Bulbs. They're black lights. But yes, I haven't bought a light bulb in 2 months. No, I haven't.
It's an aesthetic choice, David Voice. It's an aesthetic choice. Aesthetic choice. Yeah.
And I have replacement bulbs, so I don't need to buy any. Just as I'm sure you have replacement bottles filling your closet.
All right,
don't worry.
We'll save this for the next live stream, guys. We'll save this sexual tension of everyone in this room in the next live stream. So we want to wrap up. So let's do some plugs. Jeffrey, you want to start with a plug for you? Besides, your NFT drop for next month.
Yeah, no, you can check me out. I've actually got a comic series that I'm working on. It's not the most regular schedules, but there's 2 issues out. Metaphysical Mr. Fister. It's like a crazy psychosexual philosophical superhero making his way through time. And you can find me at jeffreyk.com.
Oh, nice, man. Yeah. I mean, are these like physical comic books? Like, would you think about like maybe doing it in the NFT form someday or?
Well, I mean, it's like now I think it's definitely on my mind for sure. I think you can definitely, I could definitely see NFTs and the metaverse and all of this craziness working into the story for Mr. Fister.
Yeah, I think it fits. I think it's like a great, I mean, again, that's why we want to do the artist coin so you guys could like have a chance to spin off in your own way and your own thing, because like we want to like honor artists and we want to promote artists as well. Because like, as being an artist myself, it's like we don't get like the credit we deserve. So like it's good to like, and I feel like, again, this is a new age, this is a new era. There's been some 20th century toxicity going on and we're trying to do different, since we're not part of that. So why not go our own road? And hopefully this sort of, I mean, I've learned more about my project collaborating and letting it go a little bit and putting it in hands of like a Geoffrey Kwaczyk and a Magic and like a Jonathan Kaplan and others who are participating in our project. It's opened it up for me, the possibilities. And also it has re-engaged me to like the material where it's like, oh, cool. Like, I didn't think about that. Like, there's so much I could do besides like premise, setup, punchline, beginning, end, So, so I want to thank you for that, Jeffrey. Jessica, can you plug your thing?
Sure. Yeah. Thanks for having me. Right now, you could just follow me at Jessica Brodkin on all platforms, and I'll be plugging Witchy Women Coven starting at the end of this week. We're getting all of our art tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited. And then we'll have our roadmap. So yeah, this is all starting. Join the Discord, hang out. And it's too bad I don't have the art to show you today, but I'm really excited about it. It's really beautiful. Everyone's got like 3 eyes and horns and just like all sorts of crazy things. We'll
interview you in your own thing. Like,
okay, cool. No pressure.
Full,
but I'm excited. Thanks and I'm happy to support your project, and I'm excited to talk about it and to learn more about what you're doing.
Thank you. And Satan, Dark Lord of Darkness, any last words?
Not really. I'm too lazy to have anything other than the work you're doing right now. I'm trying to learn all this technology and learn how to video edit, but it's quite beyond me, having been invented just half a second ago from my perspective. Right. Mr. K, Jeffrey, I do enjoy your work, even if you did draw me dead. All the riffs on the old school comics is very entertaining, and hopefully we'll make a lot of money off of you.
Yeah,
poor devil.
Yeah, hey, and David the Voice. Last but not least, with his cat.
Cat brother. And I'm promoting. I mentioned it earlier. Can Man, my 5 cents worth. This is a Can Man. It looks familiar. It's me. And for you single ladies, David Voice, 917-344-9973. That's David Voice, 917-344-9973. And you can get this at Amazon. KMA, my 5 cents worth. Look, it's a real book. These words and everything. I wrote
You know what? You know, we're gonna adapt that when you become big, David. We're gonna make a film.
I am big.
Yeah.
You mean big dog? Big dog.
Yeah. And also, I'll plug myself. You can check me out on my with Koji at Montekilla, where all my links will be there. Check out pnisawesome.com, where you can check out all the stuff about the PN universe, and OpenSea PN-NFTs, where Magic's drop. We have a couple of more of his NFTs still up right now for sale. Opt in, guys. Get in on it. You'll also get like a physical trading card pack. And yeah, let's go join the revolution. Like Geoffrey K's drop is going to come up soon. You'll also get a comic book if you buy it. And also, we're going to have super coins, where if you purchase a super coin, you'll get like a poster of both of us signed with our Hancocks. So it's going to be great. It's going to be a cool thing. And yeah, join the PN universe. Thank you for being part of it, guys. We'll see you next time. Spread the word. Spread, the videos. Share it. Like,
Tell your friend. Tell your enemies. Tell your mailman.
That's right. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. PN is awesome.
Good night. Go long.